Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Today is Thursday, March the 26th. We're almost to the end of the first full week of online school. Hope you all are handling everything good. So, what's going on in the world? In world news, in China, what happens when your restaurant's star dish is blamed for spreading coronavirus? In Hong Kong, what began as a classic Lunar New Year celebration ended with nearly a dozen members of a family sickened and a city of 7 million on edge. 19 members of an extended family gathered in January for hot pot, a traditional Chinese meal in which diners dip raw meat, seafood, and vegetables into a shared cauldron of simmering broth. By the end of the meal, 11 people had unwittingly contracted the new coronavirus, the largest single cluster of cases to date in Hong Kong. Reports about the family, later known in the local news media as the Hot Pot Clan, alarmed many in the semi-autonomous Chinese city, spurring restaurants to action and leading residents to avoid large banquet-style meals as well as hot pot. As restaurants around the world close or retool in an effort to enforce social distancing, Hong Kong's hot pot restaurants offer both a cautionary tale and some good advice about how to continue to serve customers amid an epidemic. And so moving on to, well, let's talk about this for a second. So you own the restaurant that started the coronavirus. How do you think business is going for that guy or gal? That'd be an interesting topic for class conversation, huh? Anyhow, moving on. National news. The Senate unanimously passed a $2 trillion stimulus plan. The Senate voted unanimously on Wednesday to approve a sweeping $2 trillion fiscal measure to shore up the U.S. economy as it weathers the devastation of the coronavirus pandemic, advancing the largest fiscal stimulus package in modern American history. The House expected to quickly take up the bill on Friday and pass it, sending it to President Trump for his signature. The legislation would send direct payments of $1,200 to Americans earning up to $75,000, which would gradually phase out for higher earners and end for those with incomes more than $99,000. And an additional $500 per child. It would substantially expand jobless aid, providing an additional 13 weeks and a 4-month enhancement of benefits, extending them for the first time to freelancers and gig work, and adding $600 per week on top of the usual payment. So that's passed. Everybody's got money coming in the mail, most of us anyways. Um, that's a thing. What are your thoughts about that? And we will move on to local news. I hate doing the news and not having you guys to give feedback here, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. We're going to do Flipgrid at the end of the week, and you can tell me what you think about one of your favorite news stories. Anyhow, moving on. Local news. So, as you can see over here on the side on the left, Wednesday, 704 cases. So, Ohio lawmakers have approved a bill addressing coronavirus impact, and the bill is heading straight to the governor's desk. So, what does that mean? Mandatory state testing for schools would be ditched this year, and Ohioans who didn't vote in the March 17th primary would have until April 28th to cast an absentee ballot under emergency legislation approved Wednesday by Ohio lawmakers to address the impact of the coronavirus. The bill would also allow high school seniors to graduate if they were on track already, waive district and school report cards, let school districts use distance learning to make up for missed days caused by the virus-related closure of districts statewide, and freeze the school voucher program at the current level of 517 schools. Recent nursing graduates could receive a temporary certification to allow them to begin work immediately, and people unable to renew driver's license or professional license wouldn't be penalized. The deadline for filing state income taxes would be extended until July 15th under the legislation approved unanimously by the Senate, followed by the House. So, for all of my seniors, this is good news for you. That means you can still graduate if you were on track ahead of time. But that doesn't mean you don't have to do work. So make sure that this distant learning, this last 9 weeks, that you guys are logging in to Classroom and getting your stuff done. If you need help, reach out. You can email me, although that's not the best way to get a hold of me. The best way is to sign up for Remind and text me. Send me a message on Classroom, those kinds of things. So if you need help, reach out. I'm here. I love y'all. I miss y'all. And until tomorrow, talk to you later.